Good morning, it's 4:42 a.m. It's 39 degrees. It's day 82, June 23rd. Waking up. Alright, good morning folks. It is 5:58 in the morning, 41.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Just waking up, breaking camp. Don't really have a ton to report this morning. Midnight got out here just a little bit ahead of me, per usual. Slept pretty decent last night. Never got super duper cold. But I did wake up with some condensation on the sleeping bag, which is a little strange because it felt like a pretty dry spot, but whatever. Dried it up as best I could and packed it up, got moving. Let's see, today is the first full day spent completely north of Interstate 70, which is really, really cool. Again, that's the third of what will be 5 interstates that I cross on this 3,000 mile hike. But crossing the third one sort of feels cool, particularly because 70 is the interstate. Well, it goes basically all the way home to right outside Washington, D.C. And it's also the interstate that I took when I drove to college in Kansas from home back outside of Washington, D.C. So it kind of just feels like a halfway point, even though I know numerically I'm not halfway done with this trail yet. It just kind of feels that way. So that's kind of neat. And the last thing I'll say this morning is, again, it is June 23rd. So very, very happy birthday to my on-again, off-again hiking partner, Martin. It is Martin's birthday today. So very, very happy birthday to Martin. Midnight and I both plan on shooting him a text once we hit service at some point. But yeah, anyways, we will get hiking, and I will definitely check back in with you guys a little later. 2:17 p.m. and this wonderful little building I'm in. Kind of a strange thing. So there's a men's room and a ladies' room, but no running water otherwise. Trash cans, which is cool. Anyways, this is where Midnight and I had lunch. This is over at Berthoud Pass. And the trail goes right across here. So I guess this is, they call it like a warming shelter or warming station or something for cross-country skiers. The whole idea doesn't still really make a ton of sense to me, even after Midnight tried to explain it.
Berthoud.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a whole ton of sense to me, but man, they got to get their stuff together. Look at this, 11,314 feet, 11,307 feet. Anyways, so I guess people do like cross-country skiing in the wintertime or whatever, and they have these little warming stations or whatever, but it's also like right on the highway, right on Highway 40, and it has the exact sort of vibes of like, it's to my mind, it's exactly like interstate, state, highway, rest area, 50% that, and then 50% Appalachian Trail shelter. There's not even like a vending machine, let alone running water or whatever, but there is like a random little like hangout area. So just kind of random, definitely kind of strange, definitely kind of chalk it up to one of those weird things that, you know, this is why you go on through hikes, I guess, to see things you don't completely understand. But yeah, Midnight and I made some lunch or dinner, whatever, in there, and there was a little spit of rain as we were in there, but now we're climbing up Flora.
Yep, Mount Flora.
Mount Flora. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great. Maybe 6, maybe 9 more miles today. We'll kind of see how we go.
Tell about the fireball.
Oh yeah, there's a lovely couple. Drove out from Massachusetts, and they were just like super excited about meeting CDT thru-hikers, and they were like, wow. Let me try and do my best Massachusetts accent. He's like, wow, we have some fireball if you'd like some fireball, or whatever. I can't really do it, so I don't really know. Yeah, it was pretty terrible, but yeah, so we got a little airplane bottle of fireball each. Took a little nip off that, and now it's just weight we'll carry to camp tonight. That's fine though, super nice gesture. Sorry for the terrible Massachusetts accent. I'll keep moving. Check in with you guys later. Good evening, folks. 6:55, 52.3 degrees. Just made it to home for the night. You hear that roaring water? That is the Fall River. There's all sorts of sort of like pretty well established dispersed campsites here. So my tent, Midnight's tent. Yeah, today was a pretty cool day, man. It was a really cool day. Again, Martin's birthday today. We actually heard from Martin the day after getting back on trail that this section immediately north of Herman Gulch is like his favorite section in all of Colorado so far, and honestly I can see why. It's been spectacular. Pretty much spectacular views, and really just kind of fun, kind of more like rolling kind of terrain and stuff, rolling hills and rolling mountains and stuff. So definitely it was a little different today, you know, than it has been in the past few weeks. And yesterday was pretty similar to today, I guess, especially that second half after crossing Herman Gulch. And just really spectacular. If you're in the area, I definitely recommend hiking the CDT north out of Herman Gulch, because it's really spectacular, really pleasant. Aside from that, I mean, today was a good day. There are a couple other hikers around us. There's a guy called Alexi, who is French, hiked the PCT a few years ago. There's a couple guys, let's see, Brain and Burning Man, who are hiking together. I think they're behind us. And Alexi's camped just on the other side of this river here. And then a guy called Shark Bait, who is working on his Triple Crown. He's out from New Hampshire. Yeah, so that's kind of the group we're hiking kind of around today and yesterday. And that's all I got so far. So yeah, it was a good day. It's definitely a good day. For the most part, the rain held off. We did get little spits coming up out of Berthoud Pass, or I think it was, I don't remember. A few little spits of rain. I did put on the poncho for the first time on this trail. Did get rained on for the first time on this trail, but really it wasn't anything too tremendously dramatic. So that was pretty good. And now it's just kind of been like cloudy and very faint drizzle or mist kind of since coming out of there, more or less. So not terrible at all. Manageable for sure. Anyways, I'm gonna jump in the sack and start processing videos and stuff, and I'll check back with you guys tomorrow.